So, welcome to Upturned Table. I'm Jeremy, and today we're playing our third session of Vaesen, and this is the Dance of Dreams, the included mystery in the core rulebook. And I have with me Matt and Will. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so Sophia's Shadow Puppet Theater. So, yeah, you came up through the trapdoor, then Nils...
Instantly depressed.
Yes, yes, right, that's right. Parted the curtains and saw that an amazing clockwork puppet theater, well beyond what Sophia should have been able to build as a 16-year-old girl, isolated at an inn in the Swedish countryside. And she was in noticeably some sort of trance, making adjustments and calibrating all the gears and pulleys and things in the machine as Nils came up to see what was going on. And and you tried, you pushed something and then you ended up just taking another condition and kind of sitting down?
Yeah, I was trying to convince her to come back downstairs.
Oh, that's right.
And she wasn't buying it.
Yes.
And it made you sad.
And it made me sad. And I was already angry and scared.
Right. Yeah, so you're in an interesting place right now to be dealing with ghosts.
I believe they call this schizotypal affect or something like that.
Right. Yeah, you've got it all right now. So soon Aksel joined you, and the Shadow Puppet show commenced, and so there was a script that Sophia began reading, but soon you noticed that she didn't seem to be quite, you heard her voice, but she didn't quite seem to be in control of her body. Her arm was just kind of mechanically turning a crank on the side of the theater, and the tone of her voice began to change. And as the story continued, and as you kind of heard the details of the life of Oscar Hjort, his the end of the script started to turn to blaming and accusations of murder, and the last lines were, "At least you are back, welcome," and a very desiccated, stinking corpse of a young man stepped, still kind of glowing in the same blue as the Shadow Puppet theater is lit in, stepped through the scrims, the fabric screens of the theater, and repeated the words "welcome" as the house shook as he spoke. And the last thing that happened was that he launched himself. So this animated corpse, which it appears to be, launches himself directly and seems to be targeted directly at Nils. And what he and the last thing you hear him say is Albert. So he howls Albert, and he launches himself directly at you. And I need you guys to do a Fear 2 test.
Because this is the wrong guy.
This is the first time seeing him.
Oh, he's not that bad. I'm sure everything's fine.
Yeah, so
it's
go
just,
with the
highest mental stat we have.
Yes, yeah, either empathy or logic, and minus any if you have any mental conditions.
Any?
and yeah, if you always roll at least 1d6, no matter what, no matter how many conditions you have, even if it eliminates a stat, you roll.
I only got one.
Oh, okay.
I got 0.
Oh no! Do you want to push it? Okay.
And fall over? Well, right. maybe, but no.
Okay, so that means that.
Wait.
Oh yeah. What?
You're there, right, Aksel?
Yes. Yeah. Well, Aksel is there. Yeah. You do
I get a +2.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Do it. Yeah. Roll. Yeah. So roll those additional. Oh, yeah, am I getting the? That's right. In the presence.
Oh wait.
Yeah. /roll space D. However many the number, and then D6.
Excellent.
That's 2 2s. So no.
All right. So Nils will take the final condition and mentally be broken. Be broken, and Aksel will take one more because you got one success, right? So yeah. So you take one more, probably frightened.
Feels like frightened's correct.
Yeah.
I will become frightened. Wow.
All right. But as this walking, glowing corpse advances on you, he simply passes straight through Nils. So as Nils is gasping and looks like becoming
drooling,
frozen in fear and catatonic, the ghost just moves completely through you and disappears. The next thing you hear is Sophia slumping down next to the crank and bursting out in a deep sobbing. So she's shaking and sobbing and muttering things like "It's all ruined. It's all ruined." Very disappointed in her performance doesn't seem to have gone off as well as she had hoped.
Oh, that's too bad for her. It's been a rough night for her.
All right.
Nils falls out of his chair and rocks back and forth on the floor. And
yeah, so Nils...
Damn girl!
Now's not the time, Nils. Now's not the time.
All right, and Nils is going to have to roll a D66.
Oh no!
Yes, on
it's
the
like some kind of horror critical or something.
Yes, on the see what the effects of this breaking is. This broken condition.
62. I'm doomed.
Oh no! Actually, higher is kind of better in this situation.
Really?
Yeah, yes. All right. Oh wow. Okay. So wow, interesting. Okay, so for so this is a chronic condition. So 62 means you are possessed. And for 1d6 minutes. So roll another d6 to see how many minutes.
2.
Oh, okay. So you have a weeping Sophia and Nils had kind of fallen out of his chair after the ghost or the figure passed through him, and but now he begins to stand up and begins muttering these names. So as he so he's muttering Albert, Katja, Hilma, Piri, Albert, Katja, Hilma, Piri. He's muttering these 4 names and is standing up, but doesn't seem to have much awareness of where he is. From downstairs, you start to hear some strange sounds. So it's 2 floors below you, but you're hearing random laughter. And dishes are breaking, and there's coughing and strange sounds coming from downstairs in the dining room. So you're starting to hear some movement in the previous room of slumbering patrons of the witch cat.
Someone not possessed should check that out.
Yeah, well, now's not the time, Nils, and I'll slap Nils in the face. See if I can snap him out. I don't know how to do it, so.
Smack, Albert.
Nils, slap him again. Maybe if I can
yeah, it doesn't seem to have any effect. He just keeps standing, but kind of blankly staring and just muttering those names again and again.
Okay, stand up and kind of try to straighten my shirt out a little bit, get myself back in order. The Sophia is on the ground weeping, but she seems to be back, maybe in her
Yes, she seems to be herself. Yeah, her voice is as it was before, and she's just very upset by the kind of what she perceives as the failure of her performance.
I think that's who you should be slapping.
That seems inappropriate.
I think it'd be really cool if
I need to get yourself together here and start taking care of the situation so I don't have to. But go ahead. What was that?
It'd be really cool if Nils, while possessed, still like straightens his master's collar or something.
Right. Yeah, that would be great.
It's just like muscle memory.
Right. Very automatically, yeah.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, Aksel is totally like, okay, Nils slap. Okay. I can hear people downstairs. She seems okay right now. Nils doesn't seem to be violent or anything, right? He just seems to be kind of
right. Yeah, not.
Am I still holding my butter knife and revolver?
Oh,
right. I think when you collapse, you probably would have dropped everything. Yeah. So they're probably at your feet.
And he's just muttering the names of the four, like.
Yeah, well, what you know is the four society members, and Piri, is the grandfather of Sammy, so the previous proprietor, of the witch cat.
Okay, I know people are doing stuff downstairs. Does it sound like things are just going forward as they were downstairs, or does it sound like chaos downstairs?
Yeah, it sounds a bit like chaos, like that if people had fallen asleep holding things or the dishes on their table or whatever, they're moving and they're just knocking things over. So it doesn't sound like normal sounds of what you'd hear in the dining room. There's strange laughter and just very random noises from the dining room.
I'll hop over to Sophia real quick and kneel down next to her and just be like, it wasn't a failure. It looks like it did exactly what it was intended to do. I need to go downstairs and go in your room and lock the door. Bad stuff is going on.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll say, Nils, whenever you can, I need you downstairs. And then I'll run downstairs.
God, yeah. What were the other names?
Hilma and Piri.
Oh, Hilma.
So Sophia, you snap her out of it. With your words to be safe, because she knows of the what her mother suspected as the haunting of the house. So she does as you say, without any other additional coaxing, and runs down the stairs and climbs down the ladder. So she moves through the attic to the trapdoor, climbs down the ladder, and you hear the door of her room close.
Yeah, and then after I tell Nils to join me when he's back in control of his facilities, I run down the ladder or climb down. I guess you can't run down a ladder.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it was only 2 minutes, so you can have waited that out. So do you want? Are you going to climb? So you're waiting for him to kind of snap back?
I'd tell her to go down, lock her room, and then I turn to him, and basically it's like, I need you to get your stuff together and get down there and help me as soon as you can. And then I'm going to try to go downstairs.
Okay. Okay. So Nils is still a bit out of it as you're descending the ladder, but it won't be long before he'll wonder where you went. Okay. Yeah. So you make your way down to the second floor, and so now the Sophia's room. So immediately, I guess that maybe if you're looking down the hallway towards the stairs to your right, Sophia's room is closed. The door is closed. The door to the door near the stairs, kind of across on the same side as of the floor, is also closed, but the other doors are open. And now that you're down closer to the stairs, you hear. What you're hearing movement of chairs and things. It seems to be that people are starting to move downstairs, and still there's some weird random noises as if they're just shoving things out of the way, and furniture is being knocked over and dishes are breaking. Yeah,
I will hustle down into the dining area.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that same blue light is down there, and you see now, very similar to how you left Nils, all the guests are standing up from the locations where they were seated, and anything that had been at their table has now been knocked over or fallen. Some tables have been pushed out of the way, and you also start to hear they are all beginning to chant those same 4 names. So Albert, Katja, Hilma, Piri, Albert, Katja, Hilma, Piri. You hear those. You're hearing those again and again. As they're all standing in place.
And Sammy hasn't magically reappeared, has he?
No, yeah, you don't see Sammy anywhere, and but you do see Olas is among the chanting guests.
I had hopes for him.
Yes.
I'll just yell out like, "Damn it, Oscar! They've all died and passed. There's no one left here to avenge or be angry at. What do I do? What do I do?" I'm starting to kind of hop back and forth in a panicked fashion. Well, I know that Sammy went out and was yelling at the conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I could think of. That's like, I'm scrambling, trying to, okay, well, what's something I read in a book? Laying things to rest, appeasing the dead. Maybe there's something with the conservatory, because that's the only thing that I saw. So I'm gonna run back out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm just panicking and scrambling and run back out to the conservatory, and then I'm just grasping at straws here. Maybe there's a body in the conservatory.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm just trying to think of something. So I'm going to go out there and start throwing wood aside and trying to get into the body of it to see if I can find anything.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So you can do that. Try to move some of the collapsed structure away and try to get into that building itself. Okay. It's still seems to be pretty dark. You see so from the windows of the inn there's still a blue glow. And let's cut to so by the time you've done that, I think Nils is back. So Nils, you find yourself alone in the attic. You have no idea what has happened. You just suddenly find yourself standing there. Your pistol and the knife that you had are at your feet, and you're very confused and out of it.
What's the last thing I remember?
The last thing you remember is that ghost.
Oh, I remember the ghost.
Towards you. Yeah. You remember that, okay. and it calling the name Albert as it passed into you, kind of as if it was calling you Albert. That was the feeling that you got right before you kind of lost. Yeah, so let's see. So you're not able now to, in a broken state, you're not able to make any rolls. I'm not sure actually if you're going to be able to get yourself out of the attic. You're shaking and definitely still confused. Let me double check. Yeah, I think before. Let's see. Yeah, so you can't make any successful die rolls. And yeah, you have you must, let's see. Yeah, so your character, so you can decide how this mental condition is manifesting, but like you were saying with the muscle memory of adjusting Aksel's tie, you may have just the even though you can't do much, just the desire to seek him out. You know that you need to find him and serve him and be near him. So you could seek out Aksel, but
okay.
Beyond that, there's no other roles, or you can't look around or really perceive much of anything. But you could kind of very blind servitude and try to head down and find out what happened to Aksel.
I think Nils snaps out of it and looks around and shudders, thinking about the ghost, and realizes that he's all alone up here. The girl's not here anymore, and Aksel Axel's not here, and he suddenly like has a realization, like, Master Aksel, and he just sort of, Renfeld lopes over to the trapdoor. Probably doesn't stop to pick up the gun or anything, and just sort of clumsily makes his way downstairs.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still hungry. If you want to pick up that charcuterie board on the way through.
Well, it won't be good because I can't make a roll.
Nice. So actually, can Aksel make an investigation roll while you're out there?
I can sure try.
Give it a shot.
Hey, that's a success.
Oh, nice. So the the snow has almost completely stopped, but like I said, you're up to almost your knees in snow as you cross the yard. The moon is still giving you some decent light, but there's the actual collapsed structure of the conservatory is very dark, and you make a little bit of progress moving. You're able to move the door and kind of squeeze inside, and don't see really any evidence of anything. But looking through one of the broken walls of the conservatory, you do see in the direction. Oh wait, if we look at the map here, so you're at the conservatory, and you see the same blue glow that's coming from the windows of the inn is also coming from that mound that appears to be a constructed root cellar. So even though the door is closed and covered with a bit of snow, there is a faint blue glow. So the only other light that you see in this dark grounds of the inn is a glow coming from the closed door of the root cellar. And like I said, you did notice you have seen tracks going back and forth between the root cellar. So obviously the cook or someone has been retrieving things stored there.
Of course, an earthen chamber.
Yes, dried and pickled meats and dried fruit.
Oh, kind of drop whatever random board I have in my hand and clamber clumsily back out of the conservatory mess that I've waded into, and hustle over to that cellar door.
Okay.
And see if it's I don't imagine it'd be locked, but we'll see if it's locked or closed or.
Yeah, it's just closed, and there's a bit of snow on it, but it opens easily. It's not locked in any way. It's just a root cellar, one of those angled kind of root cellar doors.
Well, pulling it open, just kind of try to make our presence known.
Okay.
And I don't know, scream out to Oscar. Just be like, Oscar, I need you to calm down. They're all gone. Damn it, Oscar.
All right.
Is it just one chamber?
Yeah, it's just one kind of earthen room dug out, and there's kind of earthen stairs that have boards on them to kind of reinforce them. So just a few stairs down to this into this root cellar, and the blue glow continues, and you see that obviously there's some sort of magic affecting this space as well. So it's it looks very much like a dark cave, but man-made, carved out of the earth. There are shelves of food dug into and kind of lining the walls, but the blue glowing illuminates that there are jars of preserved food and things on the walls, but they all seem to be crawling with maggots and bugs, and there are rats making their way across the floor and through the shelves, and so it doesn't look like they would have retrieved any usable food from down here. It's glowing very very blue and eerily, and as you step down onto the actual floor of the root cellar, you feel a strong wind, and coming from inside this underground chamber, and you're hearing fragments of of the voice. Sorry, the same voice that you heard of the figure at the puppet theater. You're hearing that same voice again, and the fragments of things that he is saying are: "Albert, my love, my right to decline. You were my everything. You let Piri kill me, and I will, Katja, Hilma. I have seen things none of you could ever. My name was. I danced in Paris." So these strange phrases are kind of circling as if someone's just howling into this wind. So this wind is rushing at you while you're in this underground chamber that should have no source. It should have no source of air.
Well,
so very very strange.
Put a hand up to shield my eyes from any debris that's coming and push my way down into the cellar. Is there seeing how the man I expected to take care of this for me is upstairs crying, I suppose I have to take care of this myself. Does this appear to be just a one-room chamber? Like, can I take stock of the whole thing? So there's just air just flowing out of this, but it's not like it's coming from anything else. Okay.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't. You from the eerie glow and all of the things on the walls, and actually some of the jars themselves are glowing. So you can see that there is an end to this chamber. It is a dugout root cellar. So it's not like a series of catacombs or anything. So the source of this wind doesn't make any sense. And as soon as you kind of step further into the chamber, you see the figure. This time, a not desiccated, a very intact human figure, glowing blue and standing in the center of this root cellar. So it's a young man in expensive clothes, and his eyes are glittering with love. He looks very happy and in love. As he's standing there, there is he's looking at someone. He's looking off at someone that you can't see, and then his head suddenly jerks back, and his neck bursts open as if cut by a knife, and blood begins gushing from the wound. The young man falls to the ground, and he tries to scream, but he only hears gurgling. You only hear gurgling sounds as his throat has been cut, and he.
I'll try to rush to him, even though I figure he's a ghost. I'll try to rush to him and see if I can do anything.
Oh, sure. So as you approach him, he's collapsed on the ground. If you try to touch, your hands just go completely through him. But you do see he kind of curls up into a fetal position, and before your eyes, the body begins to decay and takes on the appearance of the figure that you saw in the puppet theater, and lays still as he's slowly starting to be covered by maggots, and his clothes and everything are becoming more and more deteriorated, like you saw in the puppet theater. So this is the second time that you've seen this figure. So it's a little bit less fearful, a little bit less shocking, but you still need to take a Fear 1 test because you've seen this figure's condition and been attacked by him before.
Alrighty, here we go. Not a problem.
Man,
all right.
What's that like?
Not gonna lie, I'm not very scared. It's pretty. I mean, other than this frightened condition, other than that, I'm not scared at all.
Nice. So,
there's still a corpse in there, kind of on the ground.
Yes. There's this ghostly apparition of a corpse laying on the ground of the cellar. It didn't disappear or anything. It's just sitting there glowing. The winds, the strange winds have subsided, and all you see is this motionless body laying in place in the center of the.
I'll kind of softly speak to it, and just Oscar Perry is passed. He's not here anymore. He's moved on, and you need to also. Go. Be free. And I start getting upset again because I'm not in a good state of mind.
Oh, right. Yes, you're still angry. That's right. So you do hear, kind of not audibly, but kind of in your mind. I saw Albert. Albert is still. Albert was here. He has returned. He came to betray. Or he betrayed me. He had Piri kill me. I was in love. He took advantage of me. I refused him, and he had me killed.
Albert is gone too. That man you see is not Albert. Leave him alone. Now I'll start. I don't know what to do.
So you can try.
Be free. Just keep yelling at it like I can command it to quit
you can try manipulation. Yeah, it's possible to manipulate.
Oh well.
To try a manipulation role in this conversation to convince him of the reality of the situation. It seems from his words that he thinks that he was just killed. That he is just killed, and that he saw the group that plotted his murder, and thinks that this just happened. So that in fact it's 50. He thinks it's 50 years ago. So
okay. So Oscar, everyone who's wronged you has passed. They've all moved on. There's no one left here for you to seek revenge on or justice. You're just confused. It's been so long. You need to rest. Go! Get that out of him again.
Get out of here. Okay, and remember, you've got you have your the studying the training that you did. So if you want to add, if you want to use your advantage, this might be a good time because you are a little bit compromised. You have the.
How does that work?
So you just get if you're just going to roll, if you're rolling manipulation, which would be a mental thing, you can just take +2 dice on that roll, and specifically applying what you learned from your just talking with Olas and your reading on the trip.
Okay, I will use that advantage, and that puts me up to a straight roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're frightened as well.
Just be free. Oh, hey, look at that.
Man.
Oh, excellent. All right. So, well, with that additional advantage, you'll get a little bit. So, what you can tell from this situation now that you know that it was a murder, and because of Oscar's confusion, or because of this person's confusion, who now you do understand is Oscar Hjort. So Oscar's confusion between the time that he's aware of, not knowing how much time has passed, that he is a revenant. So the only way to deal with this, so obviously he's been buried. His body has been placed in non-consecrated ground, unholy ground. And will not rest until it is reburied, until the ground that he's buried in is consecrated, or that he's moved to a place of holy ground where his body can be at rest. But he starts to, as you're telling him this, he does start to understand and starts to believe that he's mistaken, that he is wrong, so that. And so he just pleads, please put me to rest. Let me rest. And this this figure, the figure just slowly sinks into the ground of the root cellar.
Is it a soft earth floor?
Yes, yeah, it definitely is carved out just earthen floor.
like I feel like I'm trying to pretend like I'm using deductive reasoning, but it's just all leaping to conclusions. I'm going to assume his body's directly below me, and I'm going to start trying to dig down there and see if I can find it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh, the ghost went down here. Obviously, this is exactly where the body's at. It's not just that he faded away dramatically. Go, dig.
Yeah, so and you can find tools in the root cellar to do that. And let's see. I think with that additional success, you're kind of following that. Following all the signs, and you do very, very quickly. So in a surprisingly shallow grave, you do find bones that are also with small pieces of the fine clothes that some of the silken fabrics and things that you saw Oscar's form wearing, his apparition wearing. So the bones of Oscar are beneath the floor of the root cellar.
Okay.
So if you take some time, you can probably uncover all of them.
What is tradition here for burial? Is like there's a church nearby. I realize it's fallen down, but are there usually cemeteries by churches?
Yes, yeah, there would be. Yeah, there are always small cemeteries outside all the rural churches. So that would be holy ground.
Maybe also a priest here that I could. But if he's possessed, I don't know what to do with that. Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll kind of dig him up a little bit so I can see he's all there and try to say a prayer or something over him to try to give him a moment of peace. And then this is a lot to move. I need Nils. I'll run back to the and I'll run back into the inn. All the while, I'm looking for Sammy. I'm hoping he didn't get sucked into the ghost realm or something.
Right.
But yeah, I'll run back to the dining room, and then I'll go. My plan is to go back upstairs and see if Nils is
okay. Yeah. So I think Nils, kind of in blindly searching you out, is in the dining room. So Nils made his way downstairs, and now the dining room is filled with not catatonic guests, but people that have sat back down and have no idea what has happened. Yeah, so a very confused room of guests, and they see Nils and haven't and are asking him questions, and he's not able to respond in any way to give anybody any kind of useful information. But there's a room of confused diners, the guests of the inn are there, and very very confused because it was just like a time jump. So, they were enjoying their dinner and thinking about retiring for the evening, and suddenly they're in a room full of overturned furniture and broken cookware.
Well, it looks like they're back to it when I step into the room. Father Clarehead, I think that's his name, right?
Yes.
I have need of you. And Nils, excellent. Come, you too.
Master.
Yes. Excellent.
And I come like jog walking over to you with my arms flopping around all chaotically.
Yeah.
And the father comes to you and he says, "What's happened this evening? No one knows what's going on. Suddenly, we're standing and the room was completely overturned. Oh, and also, I'm sorry, when you returned to the inn, the blue light, along with the guests being now conscious, the firelight and the lamps are all back to their usual warm orange light."
I'll kind of put my hand on Nils' shoulder. It's like, I'm glad that you're back with me. But other things are present. It is a Vaesen, Father Clarehead. A revenant has been stalking these lands. Tell me, can you do last rites? I assume you know the prayers.
Of course I can. that whatever I can do to assist, if this is a soul that needs to find rest, I can do. I'll do whatever I can.
Excellent. Come with me, and I'll hustle back out, all dramatic, pointing like I know exactly what's going on. Everyone after me.
Excellent. And yeah, so everybody, Ingeli and everybody seems to be back. So if you've crossed through the kitchen, you see that everyone is just confused and wondering where all this missing time has gone. So
I'll yell
Nils,
out, find Sammy to them.
oh, okay. All right.
Who are you yelling that to?
The help. The people in the kitchen.
Oh, right. Oh, good. That's right. Because Sven, there's Sven and Ingela, what are the are the staff that would so that they hear you.
Where are we going?
To the cellar.
Why?
I'll explain it all when we get there. You'll have to see it to understand. That's what they always say.
Fire's back. The fire's back. Don't you want to warm yourself?
My blood is pumping. I'm plenty warm. Follow. I'll dramatically point again to the cellar that's like 30 feet away, and then jog off towards it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you make your way to the cellar, and it's very dark now. So you probably will need a source of light down there, because there's no unearthly, unworld.
There's no ghost light. I didn't plan on that. Was there a lamp down there?
There probably not. There was probably places to hang oil lamps, but they would be brought down there since it's just storage.
That's when Nils sort of flops up his coat. Here you go, sir. Take this lamp.
Nice. The ever useful. Excellent. All right. Yeah. So by the light of the this oil lamp, you find your way back to the center of this of the root cellar and the ground that you disturbed, kind of the remains that you unearthed with your digging. And Father is very shocked to see human remains hidden here in his
of Oscar Hort, Father, the well-known shadow puppeteer, an artist. He deserves rest. Can you give it to him?
Yes, of course. And the father had grabbed his the bag that he had with him in the dining room. So he opens it up and begins to begins a prayer and places his the vestments and things of his position on, as well as a religious symbol, and begins to pray over the grounds and the remains of Oscar. And so this and he says that this may take some time, but I'm certain that I'll be able to cleanse this ground and hopefully bring this poor man to peace. So you've got a little bit of opportunity. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. I don't mean to keep interrupting. I'm going to take Nils over to. I don't know. I always want to say Nils over to something he can sit on and sit him down and kneel down in front of him and just have like an eye-to-eye conversation with him and just try to tell him that everything's okay.
Deserves rest. He deserves a thrashing. I'm like flailing my arms all crappy.
Yeah.
I want to thrash his bone.
That will only make things worse. Compassion.
Why do we burn him? Isn't that what they used to do to evil spirits?
He was wronged in life, and his spirit's confused. Look, man, be cool. He's listening, okay?
Nice. Yeah, if you want to roll inspiration for your kind of talking him down, you may be able to unbreak. If you're successful, you may be able to unbreak.
All right.
Nils.
Here we go. Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
Oh no. Okay.
Push it.
That's right. You've still got one condition left.
What's your talent?
My talent is my investigation rolls aren't penalized for being messed up.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So like I can keep make investigating rolls without penalties. But
And Nils is gets the plus. That's right.
They'll kind of pause at your shirt in front and is like, what? Where's the girl?
She's safe. She's in her room. I took care of her. Like
Okay.
you always take care of me.
And she needs a thrashing too.
I don't think she was in control of herself. I don't think you're in control of yourself right now, Neil.
I'm so angry, yet so frightened.
And maybe a little bit hopeless too.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little.
What's the point?
You sound like a broken man, Nils. You sound like a broken man.
Like looks kind of around your shoulder at the priest, and there is no God.
Wow, now that's hopeless.
All right, Nils. I think we're going to take you up to the room right now. Let's go back up to the room. I don't think you talking smack on the last rites is the right thing to be going on right now. So I'll take Nils out and try to lead him back to the.
Oh, okay. Oh, you leave the lamp for the priest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just put me in a rocking chair in front of the fire with a blanket.
And Olas, when you return back to the inn, Olas is very interested to ask what's happened. The obviously you weren't affected by this missing time that all of us experienced in the dining room. What did you see? What's haunting this place? What magic is?
How old is Olas?
He's in his 40s.
Okay, so he wasn't around when this stuff happened.
Right. Yeah. He knows some of the history of the society and knows that knows of the meeting of these members. That this was a meeting house before the castle was established. That this was a temporary kind of meeting place.
Well, Olas, it looks like the society wasn't the bastion of good we had hoped they were. I believe they took advantage of and for some reason, killed Oscar Hort. Do you know the name? The man who came up with this?
Yes, I saw his name in the records of the society, and yes, that it was known he'd returned after some time in Europe. He had returned back to Uppsala. He was born here and returned back to Uppsala. And there were rumors that Albert had taken him in, and so he must have been involved in whatever they were planning from the witch cat.
It seems like him and Albert had some sort of relationship that someone was taking advantage of somebody. It's unclear coming from the mouth of a revenant. Yes, I spoke to him. Don't worry, I'm fine.
I'm not.
Yes, Nils. I'll sit you down in a chair and give you the blanket, slide you over by the now normal orange-colored fire, and whatever's left because you threw a bunch of liquid on it.
That's right.
Smells
maybe
of perfume.
Yeah, throw a little kindling in there to get it going again. And it seems like
Can I
Harry. Of course. All you want. I'll bring him over the board if there's still anything left on it. It seems as if Perry killed him, at least as the Revenant claimed. It's unclear exactly why, but it seems like they were using him for something, and no matter what, they killed him and buried his body in a shallow grave in the cellar on there. The priest is forming the last rites right now, which I believe should take care of the current haunting problem. And I think this matter is about all wrapped up.
Wow. And if it wasn't for you meddling kids. So the ritual's been going on for a while, and Ola says, "Well, I want to see. I want to see what it is that you found." So he heads out to the.
I'll go with him as long as Nils looks like he's properly wrapped up in his blanket.
Right. Yeah, Nils should be able to recover. In front of the fire, with just a little bit of time, Nils will begin to snap out of it. I'm still looking for mechanically how that works, but I think you kind of with some rest, you're able to unbreak yourself.
He's gonna kind of, mutter a little incoherently towards. Is the woman still in the main room?
The which one? The
opium addict?
Opium, oh yes. She's
I mean, I have her opium, but yes.
Oh, that's right.
I threw away her perfume.
That's right. So she's kind of frantically looking under tables and.
Okay, well, when I catch her doing that, Nils is gonna try to get her attention. Like, psst, psst, little girl, come here. Woman, come here.
Yes, Lisa. My name is Lisa.
How would you like to make some money, Lisa?
Actually, I'm looking for some of my possessions that seem to have been lost. Have you seen any packages of vials? They're very important. I'm a chemist by trade, and they're very important to my work.
No,
I need to find them.
But maybe I could help replace them.
I'm listening.
Upstairs on the 3rd floor, through a trapdoor, is a machine. I will pay you a sum of money whose quantity I don't understand in this currency, but is significant if you dismantle it.
Okay. How should I go about? What type of machine is this? What would I use to dismantle this equipment?
I don't know. look at the state of me. Just go up there and start pulling it apart.
Okay. So she half still looking for her missing items, and half very interested in what you are describing is in the attic. Continues up to the 2nd floor. All right. So you're not able to manipulate her or anything yet. So she's kind of half. She's curious about what's in the attic, but so she wanders off.
This is Nils thinking he's helping somehow.
Okay, good. Good. All right. So so Nils is unbroken after being warmed up by actual fire instead of unreal ghost flame. And so you begin to hear as this ritual has continued and the father has successfully seems to be having some success. You start to there's a wind starts to again a strong wind is blowing at the against the inn itself, so the building of the inn. So Nils is hearing this wind howl outside the inn, and both Aksel and the priest are and Olas as well. You've headed down to the root cellar by now, and you're hearing at the door of the root cellar a howling wind and a screaming voice of what you recognize as Oscar. Again, as this ritual begins to take effect and become closer to completion. So the howling and the wind builds, and then it suddenly just silence. It drops off to silence, and the priest stands up and says, "The prayer is complete. The rites are complete. We may cover this body, or if you would like, I will have him transported to the cemetery at Billerby Church to be at rest.
I think he deserves that.
All right, I'll make the arrangements.
And then I kind of, again, I feel like I'm always trying to think of stuff. I'm like, the 8th doorway, it was closed, and I'll step out of the cellar and look up at the window above, like on the 2nd floor, that I think I can see if I'm looking at this map correctly.
Oh,
Is
right.
there a light on in the room that was never open?
Oh, let's see there. Yeah, I guess there would be a light. Yeah, there would have been a lamp. Yes, there probably is a gas or an oil lamp. Yeah, a very dim light of an oil lamp.
That's the only room I haven't looked in. That's the only place Sammy could be.
Didn't he run outside?
No, he ran into the building, ran up, and then we lost track of him. That's how I remember it.
Oh, I thought I thought okay.
And then then I'll like, Ola, I need someone. How are you in a scrap?
I'm more than willing, if we're fighting something unholy, some work of the devil. I'm more than willing to back you up physically, Master Aksel.
Excellent.
That's my line.
I don't think it will be needed, but I'm worried that Sammy or Samuel is in trouble or having a breakdown at this exact moment. Come with me, and again, I'll go running off.
All right.
I imagine myself like Tim Curry in Clue is what I imagine is happening continuously. I'm just like, and then run across to another place.
Nice. All right. Yes. So, all right. Yeah, you make your way. So make your way to the 2nd floor.
Bill's and with me as I run by.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So am I unbroken?
Yeah, you're unbroken. Yeah, you were there long enough, so you can now. You still have -3 for most things, but you can make rolls and things again.
Okay, yeah.
And so that's just mental. Physical, you're all there. So
he comes running in, and I like sit up. I'm feeling much better, Master. Okay, I'll follow you.
All right. So Nils, Olas, and led by Aksel, climb the stairs to the 2nd floor, and you're outside the locked door of this bedroom. It looks like a larger room than any of the others on this floor, but you try the door, and it is locked with a key. So either finding a way to pick that lock or forcing it.
Sir, if I may, I feel I need to restore some dignity. Would you please allow me?
I will step aside and gesture towards the door.
I'll back up, raise my arms up real high in like an old-timey football pose and go running into the door.
All right. Give us a force roll.
Yeah, I got a good force.
Uh-oh.
Now,
they got a good door.
If you have 3 in mental and 1 in physical, does that count as broken?
No, it has to be all in the same.
Oh, guess who's pushing? Yeah. I am. I'm gonna be battered. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Your first attempt, you bounced off. You bounced off the door, but
then I headbutted it open. Bah!
Excellent. All right. So, as you enter the room, you see a larger version of Sophia's room. There is a bed and a desk and a closet of clothes and a large bookcase with what Aksel immediately recognizes as some very interesting occult books and volumes on it, and a large number of paintings. Everything is covered with dust. This door hasn't been opened for more than a year.
Do we hear anything from upstairs?
Oh, you hear some some very cautious, maybe a chair being thrown at a puppet theater, but it doesn't sound like it's going very well, right?
Master Axel, I feel I should tell you I've done something.
What is that, Nils? What is that?
I may have hired the young opium addict to destroy the puppet theater.
I would want to study that, Nils. Nils, here. I search my thing. I give him the little satchel of her drugs. And I'm like, go up and give her this and ask her to please stop.
That seems a bit immoral.
Oh, it's not right to steal.
But sir, who helped that child build that thing? It is a creation of evil.
I somewhat agree with you, but to understand it will help us keep things from happening again. This is what we are doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here for. Just to understand it.
Very good, sir. Yeah. Pockets the opium and walks out towards the attic.
Excellent. Well, that's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. So the sound of the sounds from the attic distracting you, and Nils heading off with the opium is very good timing, because both as you look around the room and into the far corner of Nora's bedroom, you see the hanging body of Sammy. So
I protected you from that.
That's good. Nils didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very good. So as Nils headed off to the attic, so both Olas. Well, I guess we will. I think Olas will be good, but yes, I'm sorry, Axel. You'll have to make another fear test. This is just fear 1, but you'll have to make another fear test.
I can
Seeing
do this.
the body of Sammy.
I did not do it.
Oh no!
I take another condition.
Yeah, you take another. Yeah, it was fear. It was just fear 1, so you take one more. Yeah, so both. Ooh, wow!
But I'm still in the game.
Wow. Yes.
Do you have 3 now?
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, sir. Perhaps we keep the opium and forget all about this.
Damn it! I should have known that with this door closed, this is where he had gone. I was in too much of a hurry. I may have been able to save him. Olas, can you help me get him down?
All right. So of course, Olas he's definitely shaken, but he brings a chair over from the desk, and or I guess the chair that's tipped over that Sammy used to hang himself, and cuts him down. And when you lower the body of Sammy to the floor of the bedroom, you notice that written on him in something that looks magical, there seems to be writing burnt onto the body, and the words "Piri the traitor" are written on Sammy's body. And from
any way to cover that up, like we'll lay him on the bed and make him more presentable.
Sure. And from what he was shouting before he fled, it seems that Oscar had made Sammy believe that he was his grandfather, and that he needed to repent for the murder of Oscar. So he took over Sammy and gave him all the guilt and grief of his grandfather, and those were the results.
I thought I had beaten this one, Olas. I was wrong. We lost. Now there's a scared, confused, traumatized
orphan.
Oh, yes.
Woman in the next room.
You get to do it, Will. You get to do it in one of Jeremy's games. Adopt an NPC.
We need. How are you on breaking the news? I don't know if I have it in me.
To tell the girl about her father.
Yes.
Yes, I'll handle that. We should also talk to the priest about what to do with Sammy's body. I hope that the magic used by the revenant haven't cursed him as well to remain alive to haunt this place. But I'll speak with the priest as well. So Olas leaves to go tell Sophia, and then also inform the priest that we have a body, and Olas also says, and we'll have to, of course, inform the authorities and try to explain what happened here tonight. This may go some way to, if your intention is to reestablish the society, this may go some way to help build the reputation and credibility of the society, if we have in fact brought some resolution to this matter. But I don't think the witch cat is going to recover from this. And he
tragedy can make people believe in us again.
I don't know. I hope that they understand how necessary we are to keep this this devil's work at bay.
I'll kind of mill around by the trap door and Sophia's door while he goes in to talk to her.
Oh, okay.
And then if Nils ever comes down, I'll talk to him, or when he gets finished breaking the news to Sophia, I'll step in and say a few words to her. But
okay. So yeah, Nils, when you present the vials,
yeah, Nils.
So she didn't seem to make much progress destroying the theater, and says this machine is very well built.
The opium addict isn't super strong, huh? Isn't knocking stuff over and being really
right.
I'll hand her case and say,
okay.
Here, young miss, I was a bit rash what I asked you to. could have put you in a bit of harm. Why don't you take your chemicals?
Yes.
And retire for the evening.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is very important to my work. I was so worried that these were lost. Thank you so much. And she grabs very quickly, violently grabs the vials and heads down the ladder.
And then Nils in his extremely disturbed state, he's pretty much decided that this machine is, some kind of like Hellraiser device, and he's he's I don't know what would be most appropriate, force or something, but he's basically gonna try to turn it into so many Lego pieces.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and
studies.
Go ahead and roll force, and we'll see how broken it gets.
Right. Do this.
Nope.
Well, I got one.
It. All right. Yeah. So you're able to knock most of the clockwork out of alignment and break the scenery. So movement of the crank is not going to produce any results.
Is there anything like suspicious? Let me rephrase that. Anything extra suspicious about it? Like any weird substances or symbology or anything? It's like not just a clockwork device kind of thing going on.
Right. No, from just looking at it, you don't see it. It's very unusual. I mean, it appears 100% from examining it that it was built by Oscar Hjort, like more than 50 years ago, like from his his training during his lifetime, this is what he would have been capable of doing, and somehow Sophia was able to recreate this, possibly by being possessed, by the
gotcha
by Oscar. But
You
yeah,
know how that
nothing
is.
suspicious beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah, no symbols or anything that would lead you to think that it's anything but decorative and just supposed to look beautiful and whimsical and.
So once I've got it into a state where I feel like a little girl is not going to have time putting it back together, I will make my way back down.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I think we still have some confused guests, but I think everything is very close to resolution. So there is still a wagon and horses in the stable if you want to use that to contact anyone, and also probably very tempting for Aksel, depending on how he feels about it. There's a lot of material in Nora's room.
That's why I was waiting for him to come back down the trapdoor. I was going to tell him that. Well, I assume when he comes back down the trapdoor, I'll say, so it sounds like you took care of that device.
Oh,
Nils?
Apologies, sir. It's been a very challenging evening, and I may have lost my composure a bit.
I know you're always trying to do what's best for me. I don't know if this was it, but I understand.
Thank you, sir. And the young miss?
Is Olas still in there talking with her?
Yes, yeah, you can hear some sobbing through the door, and just some words.
Someone with maybe a more tender heart than us is talking to her right now. Can I trust you to take those books from Nora's room and sequester them in our chests
Absolutely.
for the return trip?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What time is it? It's really late, right?
Yeah, it's probably
or very early, something like that.
right in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 a.m. by the time all this is.
I'll load these up, sir, but then perhaps you should get some rest.
I can try. I don't know how that's going to go. Yes, thank you. I'll go. I'll wait for him to get done. I'm going to try to say a few nice things to Sophia, and then go down and try to get, after that, to talk to the staff and try to get them to go send someone to go get a constable or officer or whatever it is that they do around here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
they're like road wardens. What do they do out here?
Yeah, it probably would be like from maybe Sigtuna. They would have the village have some sort of the constable or something that would have some connection and probably stuff would lead back to Uppsala eventually, the investigation. Especially because it was connected to if you give the information about the members of the society. That would probably be the closest. Okay, so we can. I think that kind of wraps everything up. So the staff, you speak with the staff, and they're trying to make people as comfortable as possible. You inform them about Sammy's demise, and so then the priest also. So the priest and Sven wrap in some of the bed linens, wrap Sammy's body, and after Nils has secured some of the books and things out of Nora's room, they leave her in there, and they just try to comfort the guests and have them try to settle them down so everyone can get some rest. So everyone kind of retires to their rooms, shaken and confused about the evening's activities, and so, and what did Aksel want to say to Sophia?
I don't know exactly what I want to say, but I think he just wants to approach her after she's, probably cried herself quiet
Mm-hmm.
and has dealt with some stuff. And basically, I don't have like a speech, right? But like basically let her know that I'm, this is a tragedy. I know her life's in shambles, but I'm here and she does not need to worry about the inn. I will take care of it. The Olafrsson estate will make sure that she's set up, and if she ever wants to pursue things like this revenant that, did this horrible thing to her family, she just needs to ask and I can help her out.
Excellent.
Basically, I'm making the pitch for her to be the newest, saddest member of our little group.
She's a creepy little girl that haunts our castle.
Right.
She's like the same age I am. She isn't she
right. That's
17.
Right.
Oh, I thought she was like 15 or something.
Well, I mean,
yeah, 16 and 17. Yeah,
yeah. We're within a year or two of each other.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Right. Yes. So, thank you very much. Yeah, the inn is all I have left of my family. I'm very, very interested in finding out what that was that haunted my dreams and made me build that amazing theater in the attic. So, thank you very much for your offer. I will. Once we've decided the fate of the witch cat, I will definitely be contacting you.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, she seems to be single-minded now. The witch cat is all that's left of her mother and father and everything.
We could burn it.
I was thinking of buying it.
Uh-oh.
You can't just
All right.
destroy all these things because
I suppose if you owned it, no one could accuse you of arson. I'm a little unclear on that law.
This is probably pre-insurance scam situations. I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after a night of some kind of rest, maybe a very uneasy rest, in the morning, Olas says, "I'll take the wagon and head to Sigtuna and make sure that the coach will return for you." Return for you earlier today, and of course, I will inform the authorities of the death of the witch cat owner. Is there anything? Is there anything you'd like me to tell them about this incident?
I guess let them know that the society's back, and any future things like this to contact us at the castle.
Very good. All right, so I will do that.
Who are you gonna call?
I will look for you
Aksel
there. Nice. All right, yeah. So you guys will easily be able to make your way back the next day, and with the collection of, and apart from the books as well, there are some journals that some of Nora's journals that Nils also was able, that he took along with some of the books. And one of the things on your trip back to Uppsala, going through some of these journals, one of the things that you notice is there's a reference to something called the death of ballads, and this was in relationship to what Albert, Katja, and Hilma were discussing with Oscar. So you don't have any idea the context of that, and you haven't heard of that before, but the death of ballads is something that you come across.
When I made that die 66 roll, do I have, like, you said chronic? Is this like, do I have a problem now, or?
Yeah. So we'll do XP and stuff, like when we return to the castle, or to headquarters. Yes, you have to make a roll, and you may benefit. You may benefit from it. So it may be a permanent something, or it may just go away. You may heal from it, you may recover from it, or it may be an effect on you. But when you roll high, it's usually a positive effect.
Okay.
So not a not negative. Let me see. Sustained a critical injury that might either kill or become chronic. You must be treated with medicine or inspiration before the time limit expires. So what was that?
The 2 minutes or whatever it was?
No, what was it? Yeah, because it was possession.
Oh, you were abandoned by me instead.
Yeah,
that's right.
You didn't
Wait a
inspire
minute.
me till later.
Yeah,
Then I failed.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, so you haven't. Yeah, so you haven't. So that chronic injury. Let's see what happens with that. Yeah, so fatal. Okay, a chronic column. Yeah, chronic for mental ones. So this means that some critical injuries must be treated by someone within a certain time limit. Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, you didn't know about that, or else you will die or remain mentally broken forever. Should that happen, you should discard the player character. And now let's not let's not do that. Wait a minute. Where's possession? Yeah, that's very strange. Yeah, I guess I should have
some opium. He would be fine.
Right. Yeah, 1 to 6 minutes. So time limit. Well, you did. No. Okay, we're going to count this though, because you did slap him, right? Yeah, you did. Yeah. So that counts as inspiration. So that interaction, even though we didn't roll on it, that inspiration within those minutes while he was still possessed is going to prevent it from being chronic. Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, you do have to do something, and you did do something. We just didn't make a roll for it, but you did do something that would keep him from breaking forever. That's crazy. You literally have 2 minutes before Niels was broken forever. But it's interesting. So we'll roll for.
This is Nils, my catatonic butler.
You rang so.
That'd be the perfect introduction for your new character. I'd hire someone new to take care of Nils. And that'd be the new character.
Oh, he really cared.
Nice. Okay, so let's go back up to that. Yeah, so we'll count that slap as some inspiration that
damn it, Nils,
kept you flipping out forever. And I think just the your strong will to serve. You stay even though you were catatonic. You're still going downstairs looking for Aksel.
Because I was going to ask too. The other thing I forgot about was, can't we do something with our mementos?
Oh right, yes. Yeah, I think that's what you would have been doing in front of the fire. The thing that kind of brought you back. That got you out of the broken. Yeah, I couldn't find that. I think it's similar to Forbidden Lands, where you can heal yourself. Given enough time, you can heal one of your own conditions. So it's possible to heal your own conditions by engaging in an activity that provides relaxation and rest. Must involve at least one other person, NPC, or player character. Oh, you were talking to the opium addict.
Yeah.
For example, there we go. Activities that heal 2 conditions of your activities heal 2 conditions of your choice. So that could have although broken cannot be healed this way, so just conditions can. What's the you were definitely unbroken. Yeah, I want to double check that broken, and we do need to make a roll. And it's interesting if the roll is successful, I don't know, quotes around that, you'll gain the condition haunted from your possession, which means that you have a bonus to learning. Your learning goes up.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, because you have like this access now to ghost information from Oscar. Oscar possessing you. Yeah, where's that?
It's old hat now. You know all about possession. No big deal.
You've seen it all.
Ghost jerk.
What happens depending on what caused you to be broken? Okay, broken by physical, broken by mental. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do kind of you guys are back. So you make your way back to Uppsala and back to the castle, and we can do all the XP and post-game stuff. Oh, here we go. So an insight. Insights change you. So a possession grants an insight to you, giving you supernatural powers beyond anything normal or human. You can use this insight once per gaming session, and they can use in the following ways. So wait a minute, where's the? Oh, interesting. So how do we? I thought that was a roll that you determined whether it was handled or not. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing because the physical and mental are handled a little differently. So let's see. Sorry. Well, we can go through. Let's go through the XP for now. And there's also the questions for development points. So you may actually have some points for adding stuff to the castle. It's so
upgrading our castle.
Yeah. To get your oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, let's go through that. Let's go through the individuals. So the XP first. So did you participate?
Present
In the session. So everyone was present. Did you confront any Vaesen? So
I
both.
feel like
yeah.
we did.
Yeah, both. Yeah,
one ran
both.
through me.
Yeah, so but yeah, both of you had to deal with what's going on with this pen. Both of you had to deal with a revenant. All right. Did you identify any previously unknown Vaesen? No, there wasn't anything new that was kind of in the books. And you were you affected by your dark secret? Did that come up for either of you?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Right, identity or debt. Yeah, no, nothing. No dark secrets. Did you take risks to protect other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think both. Yeah, I think both of you.
so.
Yeah, definitely both of you did. Yeah, definitely both of you.
I mean, it didn't do it very eloquently, but yes.
And have you learned anything?
Revenants.
Yes. Yeah, right. Yes, you've learned. Definitely learned. Specifically about the function and the power of revenants, like that they're actually able to control people, and they're very powerful in possessing anyone. Did you develop something in your headquarters? Not. Oh, you may. We don't know that yet. Yeah, you may decide to do that. And did you perform an extraordinary action?
I don't know. Flubbed some big rolls.
Yeah. Right.
Extraordinarily flub some rolls. Yeah.
I don't think headbutting a door counts.
Yeah. So, what is there anything?
I mean, Aksel basically, solved the Revenant mystery.
Yeah, and the digging. I think the digging the body is pretty extraordinary.
It was a spaghetti at the wall situation, though. As I feel. Well, I mean, that's what I feel like we do it every time. But
just take the credit, man. Just take the credit.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. So yeah, Aksel digging up the bones is good. Yeah, it sucks. Nils was out for a lot of that because that limited. All right. Okay, so let's also you might get one more point if you guys decide. Yeah, that's weird. The order of that doesn't make a lot of sense though, because you decide kind of after after the mystery, if you develop, maybe that means if you develop something previous to departing on this.
Yeah,
mystery,
maybe you do that in the kind of the build up to the next adventure.
Right. Yeah. When you guys are preparing. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so so that's 4 for Matt, 5 for Will for XP.
Yeah.
And let's double check. Yeah, okay. All right, and so for the development questions, did you play at least one scene at the headquarters? Yeah, we played a lot of scenes at the headquarters. All right. I'll just do this like separately as a development thing. Did you encounter a new type of Vaesen? No. Did you visit a place of magic? Yeah, definitely. You definitely visited a place of magic. Were you subjected to magic? Yes.
Well, what do you mean by new type? It's new to us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's I guess, maybe is it new? Is that what that means? The new so yeah, the previous one's previously unknown. So new type would be yes, that's right, because that's right. You've never,
because we've never dealt with anything really before.
Right. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. You were subjected to magic and possessed and all kinds of stuff.
Man, I could have totally invoked my dark secret.
Oh yeah?
Or not my dark secret, but my trauma.
Yeah, that's true.
Because my buddy was possessed, and it was probably a revenant.
Right. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's true. So did you bring occult books or other important items back to headquarters? Yes, you did. Did you make important contacts? Yeah, I would think so. I think Sophia and Olas are going to be very useful.
Mm-hmm.
Was the mystery particularly difficult and epic? Well, for a first adventure, it was.
I mean, it was hard for us.
There was nothing to compare it to. And you did solve the mystery. So yeah, let's do 7. So you got 7 development points. Nice. But remember, everything after everything you add to the headquarters, we make a roll to see what kind of like negative attention you're attracting.
All right.
So that's fun. All right. So the we'll do the development then before the next. If we do another mystery, then before the next mystery, and you've got those points to spend. Let me double check how the insight. If we have to do an insight roll. Yeah, so if this works, then you're going to get, for being possessed, you'll have the insight of haunted, and your learning is +3 once per session. Wow. Yeah, once per session, you can increase your skill, adding that +3 to a bonus test. You can also have a supernatural vision, provides you a clue. You can give another human the ability to see Vaesen. Wow.
What?
Or you can control your own destiny. Yeah, just for that session, like just for in one specific. Using your insight, you must either touch the person or say something to that creature. That they create. So that creates a strong emotional bond between the two of you, and then they can see what you're talking about.
Wow, that could freak.
Cool. Yeah, that could be. Or you can use your insight to control what an NPC is thinking or doing. So control your own destiny. The effect only lasts a moment, but you can't make them harm themselves. So yeah, you can manipulate an NPC. Wow.
Damn.
Okay, man.
How do I get this? I want this.
When you return to headquarters, you must determine whether your defects or insights become permanent or whether they heal or pass during the return trip. Rules for that can be found on page 88. So going to 88 now. So after completing a mystery, you determine whether your insights or defects are permanent. This is done with a die roll called recovery. On failure, your defects automatically become permanent and your insights wear off before the next mystery. Insights and defects that become permanent can never be removed. If you gain both physical and mental insights or defects, you make a physical recovery roll or a mental recovery roll. So the number of dice used for a physical recovery is determined by adding physique and precision. For mental, you add logic and empathy. Each success heals a defect and causes an insight. Or each success. Okay, so roll the number of dice for your combined logic and empathy. Each success heals a defect or causes an insight to become permanent. Yeah, so you have one. So yeah, you just need one success on your combined logic and
5 dice.
Yes.
Were there any 6s in there? No. I want to push it.
Let's see.
Damn it! I have rolled so shitty tonight.
That's
Oh well,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to find another spooky thing.
right. You're gonna have to get haunted again. Yeah, I guess it's good. It's good you survived, though. Recovery. Yeah, you just need a success per to make it permanent.
Just that ability to get people who can't see Vaesen to see them temporarily.
Yeah.
Because that's like a classic trope. Is like everyone thinks you're imagining shit. Like, no, look over there.
Right. No, that's very true. Yeah, that could be powerful. But it is once per session though. But I guess that's all you need.
Yeah, that's all
you need. Okay, so we have the 7, we have the development points. You guys have your XP. Yeah, so we can decide what you want to do with that. I think only Will can buy the advance. I think it's 5 points.
Probably 5, yeah.
Yeah, for an advance.
That's all right.
Wow. Well, yeah. Oh, that turned out very different. So you make your way back to the castle and you have a nice addition to the library and a connection, a strange connection to the witch cat. But we'll see what happens to Nils and Aksel after this.